Good morning, everyone. This is Craig Byers with Q4 Real Estate, and I am sitting here today with Brad Joens, a Senior Vice President of Commercial Lending at Hills Bank and Trust. How you doing today, Brad?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Thanks for getting that senior in there.
Yeah, of course. So we asked Brad to come and sit down with us today to discuss kind of where commercial lending is going, maybe in these kind of uncertain times with what the Federal Reserve is doing with interest rates. So Brad, we're going to just maybe shoot back and forth a couple of questions and
Absolutely.
just come tell me what comes to top of mind. So the first question I think everybody wants to know is your prediction, looking into your crystal ball of where you see interest rates, what you see them doing maybe over the next 6 to 12 months.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely the number one question that we're getting in commercial real estate right now. If you would have gone into the 2022 interest rates, prime was at 3.25. We're at 7 now after the latest increase Wednesday. I mean, I would have never predicted that at the beginning of the year. Obviously, we knew interest rates were going to increase this year, but to see the amount of increase that the Fed has done has been a little surprising. So, looking forward, of course, don't have all the answers, as you've mentioned, looking into the crystal ball. I think the general consensus is there will probably be another rate increase again in December. But as you look into 2023, I think a lot of the projections are you'll see it kind of cool. Obviously, they're trying to temper inflation. Is what the Fed's trying to do, which is a huge topic for the economy right now. So a lot of it will depend on jobs, chain supply.
Yep.
And so I do think a lot of people that are predicting that have a lot more knowledge than I would are predicting a little bit of a slowdown in rates.
Okay. And being that you are providing, many loans to many different facets of commercial real estate developers, investment, how have you seen these higher interest rates either, are they negatively affecting commercial real estate values and property values? And how do you see your users and clients kind of navigating these higher interest rates?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously with the developers that we are working with, a lot of these projects are, they've been working on them for a year or two, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting brownfield, grayfield, tax incentives. So a lot of these things have been in motion for a while. And so, we're seeing a lot of growth. You can drive down 380, tons of growth, tons of things happening. So I guess really what we're seeing a lot of like the home builders, they typically are building in that 500-600 range. Who's their end user, who's their buyer, higher interest rates, obviously 30-year fixed have climbed drastically. So their buyers are maybe with the interest rates, maybe I should build a $300,000-$400,000, house. So so that's kind of on the home builder side, the developers, the construction, multifam. Maybe you're not building as large of a project that you normally would have, but maybe your finishes are a little different. But that's where you get a good general contractor, someone you have a relationship with, and you talk to them. What makes sense for the market today.
Okay. And kind of a final question with your clients, if I'm coming in and looking for a loan from Hills Bank, whether I'm a home buyer or I'm someone investing in commercial real estate, what advice do you have for me to try to obtain the most favorable interest rate?
Yeah, so I mean, when you look at the fundamentals of commercial lending or home, buying your own personal home. We're on the commercial side, we're looking at primary repayment source. What's the cash flow? Cash flow is huge, right? The second thing is down payment. And we're starting to see a little bit more of that, or folks are, generally speaking, commercial real estate, multifam, 20% down, right? It's what but some people are saying, hey, I'm going to put a little bit more down.
Okay.
You see that from time to time. So, obviously the lower the loan balance, less accrued interest throughout the life of the loan. So that's some of the things that we're talking to our borrowers about are down payments and cash flow. There's solid investment properties out there. There's solid leases in place. So there's deals out there, and we have good clients at the bank that we work day in, day out with, and so it's just having those conversations about the cash flow, down payment, collateral, who's behind the deals.
Perfect. Well, if I'm needing financing, how would I get a hold of you, Brad?
You can find me on a lot of social sites, LinkedIn, of course, on the Hills Bank website. So
Perfect.
easy to find.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate you taking time to speak with me today. Everyone out there, have a great day. And if you have any questions, you can always reach me at area code 319-294-3339. Thank you.